The Motorola Moto X is the successor to the incredibly popular 2013 Moto X. This new generation comes with a high-res display, larger battery, and new premium design. The iPhone 6 is Apple's response to the ever-increasing size of smartphones, as it's now offered in a larger 4.7-inch form factor with an even slimmer aluminum build. But is it enough? How does Apple's new iPhone 6 stack up to the 2014 Moto X? Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by AMCase. Check the link in the description for the new Octo Armor case for the iPhone 6. Physically, Motorola has killed it on the design of the X. It looks great, feels good in the hand, and is a much more polished device than the previous generation. It has nice aluminum rings going around the edges, with a soft grippy matte finish on the back. The aluminum ring reminds me a lot of the HTC One M8, but the rubbery back counteracts the slipperiness, which means a case isn't necessary with this device. Apple, on the other hand, has kept the metal backing this year. It has smooth curves going around the edges, which makes it much slicker than last year's iPhone 5S. Aesthetically speaking, I truly hate the antenna design. Apple has outlined the top and bottom of the back of the device with these ugly looking antennas, and along with that there's also the protruding camera, which just doesn't blend well with the phone. For that reason, I've pretty much had to use a case on it, which isn't bad, but I will have some of my favorite cases linked in the description if you're interested in checking them out. As far as pricing and availability goes, the Moto X will cost you $99 for the 16GB variant on all 4 major US carriers, except for Sprint, while the iPhone 6 will cost you $199 for the base 16GB model that comes with a 2-year contract. However, purchasing it unlocked will run you in upwards of $700 for the iPhone and $499 for the Moto X. Now, neither of these devices have removable batteries or have expandable storage, so be sure to keep that in mind before you buy the base models of either phones. You can buy the iPhone in space gray, silver, and gold variants, while the Moto X can be customized in over 2,000 different variations on Motorola's Moto Maker. I'll have a link down below in the description to where you can find this website, but basically it allows you to customize everything from the back plate to the front plate to the trim color, and also add engravings. I have the standard black one here, but feel free to tweet me at GadgetGuruHD with screenshots of your favorite customizations, and I will be retweeting them. The iPhone 6 really does suffer from terrible speaker quality. They're located next to the charging port, which means it's covered whenever you're playing a game or watching a video. The speakers on the Moto X, on the other hand, are great. They aren't dual stereo speakers, but they're located towards the front of the device and are nice and loud and surprisingly clear too. They aren't on the level of the HTC One M8 with its boom sound stereo speakers, but they're certainly better than those on the iPhone 6. As far as screen quality goes, the Moto X's display has now been bumped up to 5.2 inches and now has full 1920x1080 resolution, which is a step up from the 720p resolution we saw on the original Moto X. At over 424 pixels per inch, you'll need to have supervision to see any of the pixels. What's great with the Moto X though is the display is AMOLED, so there's tons of contrast and the screen is just ultra sharp. The iPhone 6's display has also been increased up to 4.7 inches and now has 750p resolution. Now, those of you that haven't ever used or seen the iPhone 6 in person are going to say how bad the picture quality is, but it's actually really good. And no, I'm not an Apple fanboy. In fact, I actually prefer the Moto X to the iPhone 6. But that being said, it's every bit as clear as the Nexus 5's display or even the Galaxy S5's display. I'm not sure what it is about Apple in general, but they always seem to get the screen quality correct. The software of the Moto X is very impressive. It runs the latest version of Android, and unlike most other manufacturers, Motorola has been really good with keeping its devices always on the latest operating system and up to date. It may take a couple more months to get the latest update than something like the newest Nexus device, but that shouldn't be a reason to avoid this phone. As far as the exclusive features go on this Moto X, one of my favorites is active notifications. It essentially shows notifications on the screen whenever you lift up the device. And unlike most of the features that are on the Galaxy S5, this is something that I use absolutely every day. Instead of having to unlock the phone every time we go to check for notifications, you simply take a quick glance at it. It really is a killer feature that is impossible to go without once you've used it. And as far as the fluidity and smoothness of the OS, It goes without saying that the Moto X has certainly lived up to the hype, and it really is incredible. Now moving on to the iPhone 6, it runs the latest version of iOS, iOS 8. And one great thing about Apple is that because their operating system is more locked down, you will be guaranteed updates for at least the next several years, which is something that isn't guaranteed with the HTC One M8, Galaxy S5, and all of those other phones. And as far as the new features on iOS 8 go, there's now widgets in the notification bar, the ability to quick respond to messages in apps, Apple Pay allows you to now make payments directly from your iPhone 6, and there's also now talk-to-type technology. All of these are great additions to the iOS platform, but if you're currently on Android, you probably know these features have been around for a while, and all of these are on the Moto X, so it kind of goes without saying that iOS and Android each have their pros and cons, and you kind of have to evaluate which is better for you as a user. That being said, if you do decide to purchase the iPhone 6, you won't be disappointed with the software experience. However, one feature that is unique to the iPhone 6 is Touch ID. It allows you to unlock your phone with your fingerprints and also make payments with applications like PayPal and purchase items through the App Store without using your password. This is something that I really wish had been implemented on the back of the Moto X where it has that little dimple. That would have been awesome, but maybe that'll be in the next generation of the Moto X. As far as the battery life on the X, it really is stellar. I'll go from about 6 AM in the morning to 10 PM in the evening and have about 15 to 20% of battery life left with a couple hours or an hour and a half of on-screen time. The best thing, honestly, is the standby time because virtually no battery life is lost if the device is left locked overnight or during school or work hours. The iPhone 6, on the other hand, boasts a smaller 1810 mAh battery that will last you through a full day. I've been putting it on the charger about every night with 5 to 10% left, which isn't quite as good as the M8 or Moto X, but it should be good enough. Now the final thing we're going to be going over is the camera performance, and this is really where the iPhone 6 shines. It has an 8 megapixel camera, but don't let the sole 8 megapixels fool you, because it is without a doubt, in my opinion, the best shooter on the market. This year's Moto X is worlds ahead of the previous generation though. This one touts the new 13 megapixel Sony sensor coupled with a slightly faster f2.2 lens. Believe it or not, this is actually the same sensor found on devices like the LG G3 or Samsung Galaxy Note 4, which means the camera really is great. So both the iPhone 6 and Moto X have great cameras, but when it comes down to it, I do choose the iPhone 6 over the Moto X if I have to take a quick picture. Wrapping things up here, the Moto X and the iPhone 6 are both great phones. One is less expensive with a higher res display, great build quality, and stellar battery life, while the other offers a higher price tag, nice display, and better camera. Ultimately, you'll have to figure out what's most important to you in a phone, and which device better fits that profile. If you're still not sure which device is best for you, be sure to check out my comparisons, which include the HTC One M8, Nexus 5, and 2nd generation Moto G. I'll have those links in the description so you can easily find them. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.